beam particle tutorial. Yeah, so I think that's probably what you're talking about, where they set this sort of thing up between two things like that. Alright, well, let's snag these textures and start working on it then. Surface translucent, default lit. Alright, we're going to need a panner. We're going to need a texture sample. We're going to need another texture sample. So this one's going to be this beam pulse. Yeah, so it's not pulse, it's going to be base beam for that guy, and then pulse here. So we're going to pan what? This thing? Alright, we're going to need to add these guys together. So we're going to add together the colors from these guys. We're going to multiply, and we're going to get our particle color. Input data, we're going to multiply that by our output here, and that's going to be our emissive color. And then we need our opacity, which is, again, a multiply with our particle's opacity. So we just do it like this. Right, so the question is, what did they set for property, lifetime, new beam data? What is... So we have the panner. I don't have anything else here on this guy. It's just got... I'm not seeing the material. Alright, have a good breakfast. Okay, so we have the two textures. Once you have the new particle system, we're ready to focus on. First, we add a beam type data module by right-clicking on the emitter, doing type data new beam. Alright, I do not understand Portal particle. Like, where in the hell is this? Requires lights outside the scope. Here it'll focus on the family. Probably set up an emitter unit material and kind of generally if you seamlessly spans horizontally across the image. In our example, we have this very simple material. These components are put together. Alright, so to give us a beam emitter, however, further step is required to get use the following table for some initial stuff. So property, lifetime, texture, tile distance. Alright, so a particle emitter and so they're saying lifetime beam method is distance, texture tile. What is lifetime? Lifetime, what? They're saying 0? Beam method, texture tile distance. Max beam count, speed of 0, interpolation points 50, distance of 1,000. Where's distance? Okay, so this is what we've got for our beam then. You can make a beam more visually interesting by making some noise. Let's add with the noise module. The noise module jitters the beam around, completely changing the nature of this. Alright, so there's under beam, we have noise. So what do they have? They said frequency of 30, low frequency enabled checked, noise range, so frequency low, noise range 0, 50, 50. Alright, so let's see. 0, -50, -50. What do they have? A vector uniform distribution? Vector uniform. Alright, so this is 0 and this is -50, -50, and then 50 and 50. What in the fuck? Alright, noise tessellation. What is frequency distance? The amount of tessellation between noise points, put 10, and then frequency distance. What is this? This is the distance at which to deposit noise points. If 0, then use the static frequency value. If not, distribute noise points at a given distance up to the static frequency value. At that point, evenly distribute along the beam. Alright, so 100. If 0, then the frequency selector values within the range. That looks really odd. The question is, why does this look all sorts of screwed up? It's like the, what's the frequency speed? Like the frequency of noise points. Alright, well, we can screw around with this later, but basically we need to add source and target. So type data, where is there? Add a source and target module to your emitter. So where is the source? Particle system, emitter, type data, beam, source, beam, target. In beam type data, source and target module, beam data needs to be target. Source needs to be an actor, and the target needs to be an actor. Alright, so source name is going to be beam source. Target is going to be beam target. Target we're going to set as a constant with 1000, 0, and this one will be 50, 50, 50. It should be 0, 0, 0. Your beam will now look like it did previously, but is now ready to have actors set up for source and target. So to make a beam, use the node actors. So starting to establish them as instance parameters for the emitter actor. Okay, so now how did we set up these things? So set the students and finish your details panel should look something like this. Particle system component. So let's go make an effect. This ball, I guess maybe I should clone the ball speed. Let's duplicate this and let's do FX ball. Guess it should be more player aim shot charge. So auto kill on stop, ball speed. This needs to be P. Beam. All right, good. We have the beam. Instance parameters is somewhere. Instance parameters. We've got two of these, so there's going to be beam source and beam target. Parameter is an actor and an actor, and the actors are none and none. Or maybe this has to be on, maybe I need a function here. Create effect by class. so now we have the set color thing, right? We did that on the player, right? Didn't we do a player aura? We have player ribbon. And set for team, just a set color parameter. Okay, so it's a set parameter call. Set actor parameter. There we go. So beam source and beam target. Alright, so what's the next thing? We need to have this event, so I'll have set source and law, so go to our event graph. So auto kill on stop is going to do things. So set source and destination, we'll call set source and set destination. So if either of these is invalid, we will destroy ourselves. I guess we shouldn't do destroy actor. We should probably call request stop. So we'll tell ourselves, hey, we should be stopping playing. And let's only do that once. Alright, so if they go out of scope, they'll do the thing, otherwise, blah. So what we need to do is have a lightning effect while we're playing this. So we'll need another effect, which will be aim charge effect. This will be aim charge beam. Okay, so this is when we do the aim shot. So alright, so we'll grab this guy. Alright, well this is going to need to be a little bit more complicated is what it looks like. So we'll set the source and destination, so get entity. We're going to basically set our source and destination to ourselves. Alright, so we need the cleanup effects. Let's see, where is that? So we'll do it that way. Alright, so it'll stop our effect. And then we definitely need an update for this. So this is going to be Alright, so let's get this ball. And we're going to need a float closest distance. Okay, so if the aim charge beam is valid and we have a ball, aim charge beam, set destin, set source, come on. I guess we need this, so it's an FX player aim shot charge. Alright, let me just change that. So this is going to be in FX player aim shot charge reference. And that should not break any of the links. Looks correct. So set source and dest, get entity for the source, and the destination is going to be the ball. Otherwise, we will set source and destination to be both the entity itself. So what this should do is, while we're charging up, if there is a ball within range, we'll have an effect that plays that links us to it. Alright, so if aim shooting is false, we'll do this. If it's true, we'll keep doing. Alright, so what we need to do here is have another thing here, which is basically if aim shooting hitting is true, yeah, we need to also do this thing. So we need to turn that thing off. Alright, so we called force stop on this thing, but it's not actually stopping. And that's going to be because the particles are fading out or something. See, what's the lifetime? 0, 0. Yeah, there's probably some beam lifetime shit mixed in there somewhere. Basically, our force stop isn't actually doing our force stoppage stuff here. So we'll basically say, all right, we really don't care if, this stuff here stops properly. You told me to die, I'm gonna die. I don't understand. Did I not save this or something? Why? Force was true. Like, we passed in fucking true to this thing. It's right there. We passed true in here, and it's not true? It's still false. What in the hell? So the stop request must not be passing it through or something? Yeah, this is wrong. All right. This could be potentially a bad thing here. Like, why is this false? It may be that this force stop here is setting it to true, which is correct, will break other effects. We'll find out. Well, let's boot this up and see if we just broke absolutely everything by fixing a bug. Probably not. It's probably fine. Alright, we're also going to need a frozen effect for the ball. So why don't we make one? I'm just going to make some absolute trash effect. You can just use the, just duplicate this guy real quick. What have I done? I mean, we'd want a circle, right? Initial location. I don't know how this crap works. Just know it lags like hell whenever I do anything like dragging a fucking value. Even though it didn't do jack shit. Alright, so we'll do the ball frozen, so we can go to our balls and add it. So frozen by ball indicator entity. Do we have effects? Speed effect. Alright, let's duplicate this and do a frozen effect. Alright, cool. So that should work for that. Follow scale, everything like that. Set it and forget it. Otherwise, we need to go to unfreeze. No, it's going to be update freeze. So if this is valid, then actually what I should do is go to freeze. I should grab these things. I need to make a function here for update effects. So if we are frozen, otherwise, if this is not valid, then we will request stop and set it to nothing.